What's going on, YouTube? Shredding body fat has done more for me besides just giving me a six pack. It's done more for me besides just giving me a good physique. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how shredding fat can equal confidence. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jonathan. I went from 250 to 177. I lost over 70 pounds. Within that journey, I made a lot of mistakes, had a lot of successes. I gained a lot from that journey, a lot of knowledge, and then a lot of confidence as well too. So today's video, I'm going to talk about the 5 ways it increases confidence. So if you're on the fence of your fat loss journey, you're in the middle of it, my attempt here is to give you guys some motivation to keep going and for you not to lose heart, to endure, to end, to see the race all the way through. Because at the end, besides just the six pack, you gain so much more in terms of life skills, in terms of everything else, that hopefully makes this whole fat loss journey worth it for you. Okay, so I'm gonna start off way number 1, that it kind of gives you a sense of accomplishment. That's how it kind of builds confidence in you. And I'm gonna share my story in a second. When I first started my journey, I was sitting at 250. This is back in like 2018. If I'm gonna be 100% transparent, back in 2018, my son was born. Honestly, I was broke. I was unemployed. I had just got a job selling furniture at Ashley Furniture. I used to be a furniture salesperson, right? I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror. I was talking to a customer. I used to sell these bed sets, and with the bed sets, they got the dresser with the mirror attached to it. So I was talking to this customer. They were going to go with it. I look over in the mirror, and then I see this fat dude standing there with man boobs and a big old fat bloated face, and he just looked like he was terrible, like just like not taking care of himself, none of that stuff. Then to my surprise, that fat dude was me. Okay, now mind you, like the entire time I'm working the sales job, I think I look the way I do now. Not saying I'm hot stuff now, but in my mind, I had envisioned the leaner me, and it's like how weight works. It creeps up on you, and one day you just see it all together. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, who is that? And it was me. It was me. Yeah, I saw other pictures of myself then, but like at that moment, it hit like, yo, this ain't right. Like, bro, this is not how your body's supposed to be looking. This ain't you. This ain't you right now. This is not this ain't what God had in store for you. You know what I mean? For you to be like walking around like this. I'm hot all the time, uncomfortable. I had to, if I'm being honest, if I'm being super transparent, I had this Chevy Malibu. Bro, when I had to get in and out the car, I had to like shimmy my body, swing my legs out, shimmy my body, duck my head down. It was like, it was just a whole mess, right? Anyways, long story short, I started looking up stuff on weight loss and how to lose weight. So long story short, I started tracking my food, going to the gym, full body workouts, compound movements, chicken breasts, brown rice, chicken breasts, potatoes, sweet potatoes, and fish. I was eating that stuff, and then the weight started to fall off. 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 And then so like with that, I gained a sense of accomplishment because, and I wouldn't say towards the end of my journey, because fat loss, fitness is a forever journey. It's not you don't get to the end and then stop. This is like it's one journey, like you get to fat loss and then you have to maintain the fat loss, right? It's a new journey. So it's a never ending journey. But I would say towards when I got like more and more leaner, I gained a sense of accomplishment. Like, man, I really, this was my starting point, and look how far I've gotten now by taking these small actions. You know what I mean? So it gave me a boost of confidence because I got a sense of accomplishment. Like, I've done something that most people in America, they don't do it. There's more people like walk around here morbidly obese, and their BMIs are super high and stuff like that. And unlike you guys, and unlike like a lot of people who are going to the gym, some people just don't do anything about it. Now there's other life circumstances for that, so I'm not knocking people. Like, you can have death in family, stuff like that. But I'm saying that like a lot of people in the US are walking around overweight, and then like if you accomplish something that like most people don't do, you gain a sense of accomplishment. Like, not everybody can be a doctor. I'm not comparing myself to a doctor, but you get what I'm saying. Same sense of accomplishment. Another way it kind of increased my confidence is because I became competent during that period. So confidence was gained by being competent in fat loss. So now, like, I'm in a position now, y'all see me, I'm making these videos and stuff like that too. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but one thing I can say with confidence, that whatever I did, the stuff I did, I know it worked. And I'm not just like giving you somebody else's program and like just talking on here. I'm giving you my real life, and it's things that actually work for me. Things that actually, so when I speak about fat loss, I'm speaking from a place of somebody who's actually had to do it, right? I'm not just like, I wasn't some fit trainer, all my life and just like giving you like some generic workout stuff that may or may not work. I'm giving you my life. So I've had to become competent. I know what it feels like to have to deny yourself a food you really want to eat. I know what it feels like to binge eat your feelings away. You get what I mean? I know what it feels like to just accept the skin that you're in and think like, oh, well, okay, I just need to be, I guess I'm just going to be fat from here on out and this is just my life. Right? So I gained a level of competence. So now I'm at the point, if I ever gain weight again, I know how to get it off. I don't have to go pay somebody thousands of dollars to teach me how to get it off. I know how to get it off myself. Right? I know it's a process, and I enjoy every step of the process now because I know like once you manipulate calories, macros, and activities, the weight's gonna fall off. So I gain confidence there, and my past successes prove that I know what I'm talking about. Okay. Another thing is that I gain respect from the people around me. Not to say that we need to do this to like get respect from other people, but it does feel good when you in the gym and you putting in so much work, you restricting your calories and all that stuff, and people start to notice your progress. You can't tell me that. That's some of the reason. That's part of the reason why we do it. You want to go to the beach, be able to lift, take your shirt off, and then somebody be like, "Dang, bro, I see you. Like you got 6-pack abs. You got all this stuff. Like you wanted to gain that sense of admiration and respect as well too. That's not all the reason why you do it, but it does feel good to hear it. You know what I mean? And even if don't nobody say it, you can see the difference. And even if they don't say it, other people can see the difference as well too. Other people can see the difference. Like, man, I can't believe if they ain't saying it to you, they saying it behind your back. Trust me. Like, man, this, such and such is real fat. Now look at him now. They saying it. Trust me. Just sort of stick with the process because, that feeling of accomplishment and then, what people are going to say and stuff like that, the compliments you're going to get, I feel like they're worth it. And, those things can make your day sometimes, especially if like I told you, I was in a down period. So like, getting those compliments and stuff like that really help. Now, my wife complimented me all the time as well too, but you get what I mean? Like, having your family and everybody else see the progress that you made and acknowledging the progress that you made, it is a good feeling. Unless you just round a bunch of haters, and at that point, you got to change your circle anyways. Fat loss ain't going to help it. You got to change your circle. Outside validation. You're getting outside validation. Started to drop the weight. When I'm communicating at the sales job now, when I'm a lot leaner, I'm a bit more confident because in my physical appearance, in my mind, sexual attractiveness and stuff like that, when you feel good, you feel like you look good, you're going to behave different. And that's exactly what happened for me. And there was a direct correlation. Like when I started to lose the weight, my sales numbers started to go up. So right now, like when I was at my heaviest and feeling down about myself, I was a lower performer. When my weight dropped and I started to get lean and I really started to take care of my outward appearance, at least like physically wise and going to the gym, my numbers shot up. Reason for that is because you gain confidence, like you feeling like you're more sexually attractive, you're getting outside validation, right? And then you're getting respect from other people, can see your progress, your journey and stuff like that. You're competent in the area of fat loss. So you thinking in your head, okay, I wonder what else I can do. You get what I mean? So now I'm starting to go after, let's say the bigger customers in terms of like, being a bit more, not pushy, but being a bit more, taking more of a risk when trying to like up a sale and stuff like that. So my numbers started to shoot up. I started to feel better about myself. I started to care less about like, less negative self-talk. It was still there, but it decreased. Right. So I know I kind of jumped all over, but like, you gain respect from others. You get this outside validation that kind of fuels you. And then, you get increased sexual attraction too. So now when I was 250, I wasn't single. When I lost the weight, I wasn't single. But for the guys watching this who are single, bro, it is going to help you. All right. It is going to help you. And I'm not saying you need to do all this stuff for a woman, that you need to get lean for a woman. But no, bro, it is going to help you. You want to look good for you. You want to be confident for you. And just the thing I just talked about, I was more confident talking to people when I felt like I looked good. Just how like if you walk around bummy with no haircut, you ain't shaved, you ain't do nothing, you probably not going to be as confident talking to people. But when you get your haircut, you get lined up, you get your beard trimmed and stuff like that, you feel good about yourself. It's the same exact way for your body. Your fat loss is like getting a haircut for your body. You get what I mean? Because it's an outward expression of how you take care of yourself. It's an outward expression of how you take care of yourself. So if you're not really caring for your body, you get what I mean? They ain't saying it, but people thinking about it like, okay, you say you disciplined, but like, like it ain't really showing. You know what I mean? So like, it's one of those things, man. So if I can give anybody any encouragement, is to continue on your fat loss journey, because all these things that you're gonna be gaining is gonna help in other areas of your life. You'll gain so much confidence in all these other areas, and that's gonna transfer over to the workplace and everything else you do. Because after this weight fell off, you know what popped in my mind? If I could do this, I wonder what else I can do. If I can learn how to do this, I wonder what else I can learn how to do. So I started picking up books, started picking up self-help books. I started reading a lot more. You get what I'm saying? I started getting, more reading books on sales, marketing, things like that. Just trying to increase my skill set. And if I can learn how to do this, and most people can't learn how to do this, I wonder what else I can do that most people can't do. You get what I mean? And I do want to say this too. I talked about this whole video is about how you getting shredded is going to equal to confidence, and it is. But hear me out. We all men on here, but I want y'all to hear me out. Most of the confidence, not most, all of the confidence that I have comes from a source that is higher than me. You never just want to have, I'm not saying all your confidence needs to just comes from just from you having a six pack, just from you being in shape. Because the second that goes away, that means your confidence goes away. You need to have a foundation of a source of confidence that is higher than you. What I'm talking about for me right now is that my faith in Christ gives me the ability to go out there and go to the gym. I'm not confused about where my power comes from to go to the gym, to stay consistent, to do all these other things. That only comes from God. That only comes from God. And the reason why I'm saying you need to have that foundation is because, again, the second you have a catastrophic life event, a terminal illness, someone in your family died, you won't be able to hit the gym. You may not be able to watch food. Your mental state may not be the same to stay lean 24/7. I'm in this body now, but God forbid, I don't know what could happen in the future. I know what to do, but I'm not going to downplay all the emotional effects, a catastrophic, someone passing in my family, what that's going to do for me. So it's important for me to not derive all my confidence just from where my body look at the current moment. My confidence has to come from God, because in the event that I do balloon up to 250, it's highly unlikely, but it's possible. You get what I'm saying? It's possible. I don't want to be sitting here depressed again. That's craziness. No, absolutely not. But while I'm able to go to the gym and do all the other things, I need to keep doing these things, and it does provide confidence in all these areas. So I know this video was kind of like a ramble, but it's kind of unscripted too, but I want it to be raw, I want it to be real, I want it to be honest, because this is stuff in my journey that, I was on YouTube and nobody really talks about this stuff. Everybody tries to shove a fitness program down your face, tell you how the other dude don't know nothing and they know everything, how they want to sell you their program and all that stuff. But I'm just sitting here to tell you, man, it's the fat loss journey is not just about you getting the body that you want. It's going to be getting all the other stuff that comes with it. And I haven't found anybody that talks about all the other stuff that comes with it. All the skills, all the stuff I gain from accomplishing something like that. It's another notch you put underneath your belt, right? It's okay, I also served in the military too. That's another accomplishment. I could talk about that in a later video, but I also served in the military too. And getting out of basic training and, and AIT and stuff like that, you feel good. You've got a sense of accomplishment that you completed stuff that most people aren't able to do. Okay, it's the same exact feeling. Graduating from college, same exact feeling. Graduating from high school, same exact feeling, right? So it's just one of those things. So guys, stick with your journey. Don't compare yourself, side tangent, don't compare yourself to people on Instagram and stuff like that. Be happy with the physique that you're happy with. I'm not saying you got to look like me. And I'm going to post my physique on here too. You see in the photos, my physique don't look better than some of the people on Instagram, but I'm happy with the results that I was able to get. So guys, I hope this blesses you. Stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, and I'm going to be out with more videos.